Alright, so what's up, beautiful people? I'm back once again today with a video that I've been constantly saying that I'm going to make, and now I'm finally making it because I have the time to make it. Now, this camera is going to be a little bit shaky because this picnic table is terrible, but we can work past that. Anyways, though, we get the 5 options right here, rating them on taste, nutrients, and cost. Starting right away on cost, all of these together, you know, they're about the same price, like $3 to $4 range gas station protein bars. So, nothing surprising there. Just because they were all about the same price, I'm gonna get it out of the way now. Price wise, for what you're getting, is a solid 6.5, 7 out of 10. Obviously, you can see size, mainly size, along with grams of protein, and everything else varies. So we'll be discussing that, benefits, disbenefits, all that stuff in this video. Starting off though, gonna go to small to big, you know, or how about this? We'll go with my personal favorite, MedRx. Right, this was my go-to in high school. I loved it, specifically in wrestling. Before wrestling meet, I'd go in, go into the gas station, I'd get what I want from a Casey's. I get red meat, like Slim Jims and stuff, and then I'd grab these, you know, just as protein because I need it before I go into my matches. I need to have that nutrients in my system, and this is what I chose every single time. Specifically, this one too, Super Cookie Crunch. Now there are other varieties like I think there's an apple pie one, and some other flavors. But they're all very good. I've eaten this before, so I can tell you the taste just based on that. These I have not eaten. So without opening this one, I can tell you the taste. For a protein bar, it doesn't have that really tacky taste to it. There's not even a hint of it, honestly. So to get taste down to a science, they get it pretty good. I'm going to put this taste at a solid 8 out of 10. You can get better, you can also get worse. I think this is right in the sweet spot if you want a good protein bar and a relatively decent bang for your buck, as this is the biggest bar on the table with the most grams of protein. So there is that one out of the way. Now for the ones that I have not had yet, just go down the line. Let's get the Built Puff. I've never actually seen these before. This one's coconut flavor. Looking at the basic nutrients on the front, 17 grams of protein for 140 calories and 7 grams of sugar. That's pretty balanced, and for its size, it's pretty good. Being about half the size as this one, maybe even a little less, that's pretty good being able to cram 17 grams of protein into this small of a bar. And then calorie comparison, this is 410. And obviously I'm combining the two nutrients as a comparison for their ratings. Nutrient wise, this one is like as I said, I ate it before wrestling because it could give me nutrients. This is a 6.5 out of 10. This one, only about a quarter of the calories, less, or no, more, 140 for 17 grams of protein. That's pretty good. Going on to the nutrition label on the back. Doesn't really give you much, but you flip it up if you're smart, unlike me, and give it a quick read, and it actually does have some pretty decent nutrition to it. It's not what I expected. Obviously, I didn't read any of this. Potassium is good. You need that. Iron, calcium, a little bit much sugar that I'd like, but sometimes you have to add sugar to make people want to eat it. Sodium, not a big fan of that, but you kind of have to have it in some things. You don't really get a choice. What I'm not seeing is any like magnesium or any other kind of minerals that I'd like in a protein bar. Because when I'm thinking about, I want to lift, I don't want cramps after, I should have magnesium. They do have potassium, which goes hand in hand with magnesium and preventing muscle cramps and all that stuff, getting you a better recovery, but it would be nice to see some magnesium in the bar. But as I said earlier, prices on all of these, it's like a solid 6.5, 7 out of 10, honestly. Nutrients on this one, I put out a 5 out of 10. Taste wise, this feels like a big marshmallow. And I would be right. It's a big marshmallow. But surprisingly enough, It tastes really good. For what it is, I'd honestly have to say that's an 8 out of, like an 8.5 out of 10. Because for what it is compared to this, it tastes so much better. Which is really surprising, in my opinion. Honestly, I expected it to taste tacky. But I guess not. That was very good. I'm just gonna set it to the side. I'll finish them all later. I can't eat them all now. Next up, though, we got Quest. I've never really been a big fan of these, um, ever, and that's just my own personal opinion. I've had quite a few of their flavors. I've tried quite a few of their stuff. I've just never really been a big fan of the brand. No. Starting with nutrition, for this little bar, relatively about the same size as the last one. Not much of a difference there, just a slight larger scale. 4 carbs, 1 gram of sugar, 21 grams of protein. So far, it's looking really good. Like, pretty good. Go onto the back, you look at the nutrients. And what I'm not seeing, on the last one, is anything valuable. It's got sodium, protein, carbs, fiber, obviously, sugars, and trans fat. It has 4% less potassium than that of the previous bar, and I believe less magnesium, or less calcium as well. No, it has double the calcium, which I guess makes up for it a little bit, but even less iron, it has 2 out of 3 less. I can't really say that's a good thing. On nutrition, that's even, I say that's like a 5 out of 10. You're really only eating it for the protein at that point. But, maybe you're on like a special diet where you can't eat certain things. I don't know, it's stupid. But it's definitely lacking. It looks pretty good. The thing that I'm already getting with this though is that chalky tastiness. And as you chew it, it's really just not enjoyable. It's that like really tough, chalky. It doesn't taste the worst, but it's just meh. It's not terrible. I'll give it a solid. Compared to other bars, honestly, it is a good. I want to say it's like a 7 out of 10. Pretty good on taste, honestly. I think they've done better. With this one as opposed to the other ones. Right here is another one of my brands that I do like, Barbell. I usually get the crunchy ones, but this one is just a solid soft bar. Going right to nutrients. It is way less in every category as opposed to those. When we're talking about calcium, potassium, and iron. Protein is also less, being that it's the same size. That is a little kind of concerning, but sodium is a bit high, 210 milligrams, You don't want a lot of that. Trying to be fit, trying to be healthy. I've had these before and they're pretty good, but obviously it looks, looks like a protein bar, But look at that. These ones, they taste fucking amazing. Right? It's absolutely fucking incredible. You get like that soft peanut butter, you get the nuts, you get the chocolate, you get the whatever the hell the hard part is. It's good. It's balanced. It tastes great. That one for me, and just that bar specifically, the peanut caramel, is a solid 9 out of 10 on taste. You don't get much better than that. And obviously it makes up for the lack of nutrients based on the taste. But if you're goal orientated and not experience orientated, that's definitely not the one for you just because of how lacking it is in nutrients, micronutrients specifically. Now, the fifth and final bar is Fit Crunch. I've seen ads for this, I've seen it all over the place. I've been told it's pretty good. You know, looking at um, right on the front, nutrients, it says 30 grams of protein, 6 grams of sugar. That's pretty good. You turn it to the back. It has double the iron as the first one that I took a bite of, a lot more potassium, and a little less calcium, and a lot of sodium, 490 milligrams, 21% of your daily value. Ugh. But it's not the worst. You know, it has a variety of fats, polyunsaturated, monounsaturated, saturated, and trans fat. Obviously, the two first ones are just saturated fats, two different names for them though. Not a lot of sugars, which I like, and a decent amount of carbs. Nutrient-wise, I'd say this is I'd say it's about a 6. A 6. Probably. Not bad. No. And then, in terms of calories though, it is up there, but it's less than that one, and only 2 grams of protein less. If I was on a, relatively decent bulk where I'm just eating stuff, I'd pick this one over the Mint RX. Now, first glance opening it, I'm seeing the butt end. But, I mean, it looks good, right? Looks very good. No. That's really weird. Like, almost too weird. It's like it's trying really hard to be this chocolate peanut butter crunch, but it's got this really weird taste inside it that I can't explain. It's almost like a burnt taste, but it's not something that I kind of like. But I'd say taste is like a 7.5 out of 10. It's not bad. It's pretty good actually, but it's not terrible. No, no. Let me rank these for you. Out of personal preference, this is my number one choice. Barbell. It will not let you down. Now, my least favorite, I'm sorry to say, is Quest. And that's personal preference. I've never liked Quest. If you love it, you go, dude. Good for you. Me personally, I've just never liked it though. But if you guys would like more protein rating videos to better find what you should and shouldn't use, then definitely leave some likes, give me a few subscribers, come bring me some feedback that tells me that you guys like the content that I'm putting out, But anyway, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about the protein bars that I presented to you. I hope you have an amazing day. I want you to remember that someone out there does love you. I want you to be the very best version of yourself that you can possibly be. But with that being said, guys, that's the video. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.